Welcome back to the Beard Bros Podcast. Hope you're having a blessed day. You guys jumping right fucking into it. I don't give a fuck. Punch the fucking subscribe button. Punch the fucking like button. And if you really like what we're doing, there's a little bitty fucking gray bell. Go punch that. It'll give you a notification every time we upload. Which you guys by this time
Monday and Fridays,
fucking Fridays, 6 a.m. sharp. We're never late. You're not gonna be late. Our new guest today is my boy Steven Chrisman. What's up, my dude?
Same old shit.
Oh, LeBron! You just left him.
Oh, my bad.
There's only one beard bro today, I guess.
Only one beard bro.
Three of them, motherfuckers.
I was about to say, hey man, don't diss on it. No.
Hey, we were talking to Perky about that shit too. He was like, well, you do need a white fucking redhead.
How about a red face?
Yeah. How's your day going, brother?
Pretty good, man. It's fucking work and shit. Went to the Roswell High game. Got to shout out my nephew Joel Sanchez, Mr. Everything. And the Roswell High Coyotes, you know. Going to another championship back to back. Bring it home, baby.
On that, man. That is a big ass accomplishment. I've never ever even gotten close. So yeah, definitely props to you guys. Keep grinding. I mean, there's not much else to do, I guess, at this point, right? You're fucking, you're in it. At this point, even. And I obviously I want you guys to win. I am an alumni. But even if you guys lost, I know there's never a good loss. But shit, you fucking made it back. You made it back. You already won one. I'd love to see you guys win two. But at this point, you have nothing left to prove.
Nothing left.
Like, unless it's Goddard, don't lose to Goddard.
They ain't gonna lose to Goddard.
I mean,
I got
bunch of crybabies up there.
You're a what to Roswell High?
I'm an alumni.
Is it 3 syllables or 2?
It's an alum.
Alumni? Alumni?
Yeah, what would you think? Or you could shorten it and say an alum, but I don't think people say alum.
I thought it was just alumni.
I don't even know what alumni means.
Alumni. Like
It's
alumni.
ALUMNI.
Yeah.
See, I'm illiterate, so I don't know how to say it.
No,
I thought
good.
it was 2 syllables on 3.
No.
Alumni. I thought it was 4.
Alumni.
Alumni.
Anyways, congrats on y'all shit today. Y'all fucking spanked Demi. And for all you fuck faces that thought they were gonna do an upset on Roswell High, suck my cock.
Are they even good?
No,
they just beat, I think, Farmington, which was the lower seed, and they only won by like a point.
They scored on their first drive, and then they scored against the second string.
Today?
Oh,
well, I seen it was like 40 something at halftime.
Yeah, it was like 49-12 finish.
Is there mercy in playoffs or no?
There's mercy, but it's like 50 points. That's what we were all saying. It's like, send us home, just with the ass.
I would have just left anyways. I mean, after like 30-6 or something,
I would have put like the third string in.
out.
I would have put my freshmen in and just be like,
well, that's what.
That's basically what they did.
It's garbage time. That's when we used to have garbage time, but it was only when we were losing by 50 points. That was ours. It was like, hey, second street, third street, you're in. And we're like,
you're playing varsity at fucking freshman, sophomore time, so you're like,
yeah.
Y'all got all the bitches probably.
I ain't gonna lie. It did help.
That fourth quarter,
I'm like, yeah, I'm in. Throw me in quarterback, coach.
Throw me in quarterback. I can't throw, but throw me in quarterback.
Yeah. Oh, shit, I was pretty good at throwing back then. I just wasn't tall.
Okay.
But nobody was tall then either.
Shit, these kids nowadays tall as fuck.
They're just, I look at it this way. They got more to their advantage when it comes to like work ethic on the field and shit.
Shit, our coaches were fucking dicks, man. Fucking, they're all old school. Don't take off your helmet on the sidelines and everything. They let these motherfuckers be out there all dancing.
Well, in their defense, they are champs.
They are champs.
And when you're the champs, I feel like you have every right to do it.
I think when you're having fun, you play better.
I feel the same.
Oh, yeah, but then I also think you can have too much fun.
Yeah, I mean, the coaches will tell you eventually. Like, if it's a close game.
Sometimes.
The coach will be like, yo.
Sometimes. Look at the Eagles. They won their championship, and after that, they've not looked the same.
They had a break.
They won their one Super Bowl, and then now they've just not ever looked again.
Because they got Nick Foles.
Is that it? Is that it? Let's be honest. Carson
Wentz. The defense don't look the same.
That's what I'm saying. Nothing looks good.
Nick Foles is back. We seen him first week, and he looked pretty good.
Okay, so I want to put this out there, and this will be out on Monday. So for everybody out there, Monday, you're gonna be starstruck.
Jeez.
I am not being biased whatsoever, but I feel like this is the one time that it's just going to fall in the Cowboys' favors. I think we win this weekend. And it's going to be close. I don't think it's going to be like we're going to whoop ass. I think we're going to win at the end. We're going to have a chance to win, whether it's defensive stopping or offensive scoring. We're going to have that one opportunity to win, and we're going to win.
If it's a close game, you guys are probably going to lose, and it'll be a moral victory.
I'll take a moral victory, especially against the defending champs.
As long as
in New England. In New England.
If Eagles lose, I don't care if we lose, really.
Yeah.
I do care if we lose.
You'll still only be one game up.
Yeah, and on that note, I've been having this, like, I don't know what it is, bro. I feel like there are good losses. Like, you can lose and feel good about yourself, but then you can lose and be like, fuck, that wasn't good.
Like the Jets?
Like, I look at it this way.
Not against the
Well,
Cowboys.
look at it this way. If we lose, but we were down 20-7 at some point,
Down that much.
we've been down like that. Against the Packers, we're down like 24-7.
We better not be down that much.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. If we're down like 20-7 or something along those lines, and we just make that comeback because we started slow again and we lose, I won't take that as a morally good loss. That's not a good loss. A good loss is staying neck and neck the entire time and losing at the very, very end. That's a good loss. That means you stayed head to head.
While we talking about this, I need to pick somebody up because I feel like he's going to go off.
As long as Amari Cooper does good, I'll be happy.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
feel like he's not going to go off. I feel like they're going to shadow him with Gilmore, and that's their plan.
I took him out on my brother-in-law's league because I put Geis in at flex, and I had Connor in, but then Connor's not supposed to play, so I had to throw Geis in at running back and put him in
Darius
flex.
Geis?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, who the fuck is Geis?
Yeah, I picked him up in both leagues. I know
I
you tried
think
to trade for him. I tried to send you the counter trade.
I wanted him, bro, but you were asking, like, I picked up, what's his name, Crowder, and he's done me really good.
I have him in my shitty league, the league that I suck in. Fucking, he's a reception receiver, man. He racks up receptions.
Exactly. He don't get the most yards, but and last week he fucking caught that last ending touchdown.
That touchdown,
like,
yeah.
Okay.
But he'll have fucking 8 receptions on top of it with a good 50 fucking yards, 70 yards or so. He's a good fucking PPR player, man.
Sam Darnold's a good ass quarterback.
He's good when it comes to receptions to your receivers. He doesn't score a lot.
Short passes just like Chad Pennington.
Yeah, like it's just.
He's low-key a good quarterback, bro.
He's not
turn
bad.
the ball over very much.
He's not bad. They just need to reamp that line.
Yeah, make Le'Veon Bell a better runner. He's struggling.
He's top 5 running back right now.
He's still, he has a few games that he's done good though. I've had him.
It's just his line sucks, man. That's the thing. Right now,
that's the thing for most teams. The fucking line sucks.
Zeke's good, but it's like even our line's good, and we just can't get rid of it.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. I think Zeke is just that guy that you paid the guy and now he's done. He made his. He's done. Like, it sucks saying that, but he has not shown me anything like the previous Zeke. The only play I'll say, and it just happened to be recently, was that fucking little dink that Dak threw him, and he like basically picked it off the floor and ran it 17 yards for the touchdown the other day against Detroit. That's the only time I've seen him do the Zeke thing.
Well, don't you think they kind of game planning him because they thought Dak wouldn't be shit really this year, like he usually is? Wasn't really that good.
But that's the thing. If Dak's playing good, why is Zeke not playing good? That means they can't stack the box when Dak's throwing almost 300 plus yards every game.
They're allowing Dak to do that because they're stacking the box.
I don't know.
I think Tony Pollard would have done just as good, if not better, than Zeke
Exactly.
this year. I would have told Zeke, nah, go fucking somewhere else.
Me too.
You know, why waste the money and then spend that money on Cooper, Dak, players like that, you know?
Yeah, you got
players that are coming
everybody.
up at the end of their fucking contracts and they're fucking playmakers, they're great players, and you want to keep your team together, why are you going to pay this fool? Whenever you got the offensive line, everybody looks good behind the offensive line.
This is my argument. Every Super Bowl, like, champion, even contender, too, for the most part, has had a solid running back by committee. Look in New England. They do not have a Zeke, and they've never had a Zeke. They keep winning, and all they got is a committee backfield.
Yeah.
Look at the Rams last year. Yes, Todd Gurley was good, but when he went down,
C.J. Anderson
yes,
was ripping
they
shit
started
up.
doing good as a committee. You look at the Eagles; they didn't have a solid back the year they won. They had Jordan Howard. They had
Jay Ajayi.
Jay Ajayi. They had a committee. It's the way you do it.
The only team that probably had a running back was probably Seattle, like a main. He's covering.
Well, yeah, Marshawn Lynch, but that's what I'm.
just beast mode.
Yeah, that's one
Carson,
guy.
yeah, they gave him Carson still though.
Yeah, Chris Carson's
Chris
fucking
Carson
dope,
was
right?
young when they won. It was like
Was
probably a rookie.
Right, he was
I don't
a
know, I
rookie
think
like
he
what,
was-
2 or 3 years ago, I think.
No, yeah, I think he barely came into the league.
He ain't been
But,
that long.
But that's what I'm saying is, these days, running backs don't last long.
No.
And so why not give Tony Pollard, you should have done what you did with Melvin Gordon.
Yeah.
You give Eckler that opportunity. He's got a lot of value right now. If he is signed, I'd probably either potentially trade him for another asset piece, like a number 1 pick up there for a quarterback, because sorry, Phillip Rivers looks like he's out the door.
He's
But-
just getting old. Poor Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, or like keep
Yeah,
him,
drop his,
but you're gonna have to pay him. Like he's a
Yeah,
good.
he's a fucking bad dude. Fucking last year, he killed it whenever Gordon was injured a few times and everything. This year, whenever Gordon was holding out,
I mean, he's still doing good. I dropped
Would you
him.
get rid of Gordon before you get rid of Eckler?
No,
Depends on money.
no, I don't,
I don't know.
because
Eckler
Gordon.
kills shit.
Yeah, but Gordon he's finally coming to, and he looks like the old Gordon.
Now he does.
Yes.
Putting up 20 fantasy points a fucking
Yes,
game.
But he
he.
usually gets hurt, bro.
That's true, but think he's already been off for how many weeks was he out? Like 6 weeks.
Yeah,
So he's
6
due for
weeks.
injury.
Nah, don't be jinxing me like that.
Don't be jinxing me. I got him on one of my other
Yeah,
fantasy teams. Don't be jinxing us
that's
like
kind
that.
of my workhorse right now. Like I'm leaning
real.
really heavy on him. On that note, so you're in, pretty much.
Oh man.
I mean, you would really, really have to have like a bad 2 weeks to fall.
Catastrophic tragedy.
Yes, like
man.
you would have to score under like 60 points a week, and whoever would really have to score.
Yep.
Like you're in. For the most part, you're in.
I'm happy with my team, man. One I was kind of sweating after I drafted him. This shit was Derrick Henry. I was like, fuck, man, he's not a PPR receiver, but that fool has been fucking killing shit this year.
Yeah, I
Even
dropped
in
him in
rushing.
my other league.
Shit.
But it's because I'm so stacked.
yeah.
I have Chris Carson. I have Melvin Gordon. I have I had David Johnson, but I finally
Yeah,
dropped him this past week.
He's
I was
out
like,
the door. It seems
yeah.
like, man. Once they got Drake, and then that Edmonds been killing it whenever he got the opportunity.
Yeah,
Seems like Johnson's out the door with his injuries, man. Which sucks
exactly.
because that fool was good. I had him the year that I won the league, that first year that I ever played. And I got him the next year, and he fucking got hurt the first week.
I had high hopes for him. Not very good. But I think I also have Dalvin Cook in that league.
That fool
I
sick.
have,
I would love to have that fool this year.
Yeah, like I got Melvin Gordon, Dalvin Cook, Chris Carson. I think I picked up Devin Singletary, and I have another running back of some sort.
I would have traded Henry.
Why?
Well, if you dropped him, I would have traded
Well,
him.
they wanted the only real trade. Bro, that league. No offense, that
Sounds like
league's
a
garbage.
bunch of dumbasses. You got
Okay.
all those running backs. Are you in it? No.
Yeah, he's actually fighting for last place right now.
Ooh,
He's
should've-
not doing too
You
hot.
should have helped him out by trading him Derrick
He
Henry.
tried.
Bro.
And
Couldn't.
then he don't do
They-
that, bro.
okay, it wasn't that trade, but I was giving him David Johnson and Calvin Ridley, okay, for AJ Green. Is that fair, or am I getting the better
That's
end of
pretty
the
fair. Ridley's actually been stepping it up a little bit these past few weeks.
And David Johnson still has the potential of playing at the very least. And I'm getting a guy that's not stepped on the field at all. I'm taking, I would feel the most risk. Would you say? Okay.
I felt like you took the risk whenever you traded Rob fucking AJ Green for Jarvis Landry. I'm like, Jarvis Landry's finally stepping it up. Why would he even do that? Yeah, Green was supposed to return, but it's been, what, 2 weeks since then? He's still ain't playing?
Exactly. I took a risk.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, okay, and this was the controversy, and I'm gonna put it out there, and I'm gonna tag Rob in it. I don't care.
Tag Rob. Fuck that shit.
So, I know Daniel and my buddy JT were fucking clowning when I proposed a trade, and he accepted it because obviously they're thinking, oh, their brothers are cheating.
Right.
And so that was the proposal: was those two running. It was David It wasn't Calvin. It was David Montgomery, huh?
It was Montgomery.
It was David Montgomery and David
backs.
Johnson for AJ Green.
Because I needed a running back at the time.
That's
I
what-
still need a running back.
And Montgomery's done here and there, man. He's a rookie though.
Exactly.
But he's done here and there.
And when they're in the red zone at the line, the goal line, they give it to him. They don't give it to Cohen because it's too small.
It's too fucking small.
And so I thought it was fair. Again, I'm taking the risk by getting a player that hasn't even played yet. I really would have to have him do something in 5 weeks?
On a horrible team.
Yeah, on a horrible team.
I drafted Tyler Boyd, dude, expecting something from him. He did good like the first 3 weeks. He ain't done shit since I've been trying to trade him off. Nobody wants him.
And no, fuck no. And so we did that. Well, I was busy hooping, and then all of a sudden I get back and they're talking about like vetoing the trade. And I just slightly jumped in because I was like, okay, for one, I'm not getting the good as I'm not asking for Julio Jones and giving away garbage. And so they were like, I was like, so on that hand, I'm not getting the best deal, and then on the second hand, it's not like you can just go in and veto the trade by yourself. It's got to be a league vote.
Manager or all the
And
votes.
he's like, well, I can, and I just did. And I was like, whoa. So I immediately, I'm not going to jump the gun. I get on, and I look at the like what's pending in my shit, and my trade's gone. I got pissed, bro. I went in there, and I said, fuck this league, I'm done. And I pulled all my players out, bro. I dropped them all to the bench. And I left the chat, and yeah, maybe I was being petty. Maybe a little bit.
Petty would have been dropping your players to free agency and letting people swoop on you.
I thought about that, but I was like, I'm not that guy. I'll at least just sit everybody out and just call it done. And meanwhile, you gotta think, one, I'm the defending champ of the league.
Yeah.
Two, I'm fighting for a playoff spot right now. And I'm like, fuck. So I'm just pissed, bro, because they didn't. And even then, AJ Green didn't play last week, so it didn't benefit me. Montgomery didn't go off, and nor did David Johnson play really
At all.
So
He didn't even get
either
traded.
way, it wouldn't have affected either one of our teams. But it was just like the fact that it's like, why have a league if you're just gonna overrule everybody?
Why even have trade ability on there if you're just gonna fucking go? I don't like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what we said.
That's what I like about your league. Like, people have traded shit. Like, me and my pops made a trade. And he probably wanted it because DJ Moore's been killing it, and Sonny Michel ain't really done shit, but I needed a running back. But fucking nobody tried to veto it. Nobody fucking.
and that's what I
did
mean.
like that.
If no one's gonna pay attention enough to do it, that's not on us.
Right.
Like, if you ended up trading, like, I don't know, fucking. Let me think of a trade that would be kind of obscured. Like if you traded, like, Jarvis Landry for, I don't know, fucking Michael Thomas, and nobody notices, well, then that's not on your fault. Like, if someone's willing to give off their piece that maybe they're not last, so they're not worried about finishing last, but then they're not going to make the playoffs, well, that's, why is it there? Like, there's no morals in fantasy.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, I guess you could, like, put that perspective, but I don't care.
even know you could really cheat in fantasy. Cause
You can't, and like I said,
I guess kind of because last year some dude cheated, but he kind of lost anyway.
he lost anyways to me.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah, motherfucker. Because they ended up trading, like, David Johnson for, like, some garbage player.
Yeah, he got like David Johnson and Zeke for some weak ass trade. Bro.
Yeah, week one player and all this shit. And I went and vetoed, but... And I even told Rob, why don't you veto it? And he's like, well, I don't want to be that guy.
And now
He's going to be that guy. And then, I guess, I had heard it from him, but I also heard it from other people in the league that were in the chat. He tried to make the excuse that he went to go try to vote, and that he accidentally vetoed.
This nigga can't read. All of a sudden,
Oh,
a VE turned into a VO turned into a VE. Like,
yeah, I was like, hold on. I don't think
just
that's
swap
how...
the E and the O or what?
No, and I was just like, hold up. Because before, you just made the statement and claimed that because you're the league manager, you can, and you did. Not jokingly like, oh, hey, my bad, I fucked up. He didn't even say that. I would have been like, hey, I fucked up. I was joking with you. No, he was making a statement. And it's cool, like, I might not make the playoffs. It's super close. Like, I'd have to have a lot of help. I need him to be one of the guys this weekend, and then
He has no defense and no kicker.
I need another guy to win.
Two positions that'll lose you points sometimes.
Well, I looked at it this way. It's inevitable that you're gonna have 4 people. You just gotta get in.
Yeah.
So, like, 2 of the guys are really better, so they're in. I just need to fill in one of the other 2 spots, and those 2 people have potentials of losing this week and next week. Like, 2 of them play each other next week that are in the top 4. So one of them's gotta lose.
Right.
And then, like, there's potential there for me to make it. And I have the most points scored other than one other
I'm
guy.
the most points scored against. I'm at like 1,600 points fucking scored against me, dog.
Shit, see, in your league, I've got like the most points and like the least points scored against me.
Yeah, you're doing. You got real hot like middle of the year. You were just like boom.
I started like 2-2, and now I'm like what?
8-3.
8-3.
Yeah.
First like.
In my other league, I'm 9-2. I've only lost the 2 games to the same dude. Both times he's
that's-
1 game right behind me.
Fuck.
Yeah.
First 4 games, bro, it was like 130, 150, 170.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn,
I don't even think I've
these-
scored under 120 this year. No, maybe like once or twice.
No, I've not had the best shit, but I play perky.
Yeah, that's kind of a need to win. Like my pop says, I think that it might be better off for Joel to win that game for me because we're all tied. But I got Perky on points, but Joel's way ahead of me on points.
Yeah, see, I was looking at it too. I don't even want to say this. I feel like it's gonna fuck me, but I could potentially lose this weekend and still be okay. If everything else kind of falls accordingly, I'll be all right. I'll make the playoffs still. Do I want to do that? No, because I got Perky this week and I have your dad next week.
Yeah.
So
2 people that you're fighting
I'm
with
not.
right
It's
now.
not like an easy in.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I got 2 tough games back to back, but I do want to be 2 or 3. I don't want to verse you first. I think if I can save you for the second round championship, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
And if I'm being honest, in the last like 5 weeks or so, or not 5 weeks, the last few weeks, you and I have been on the top of the echelon with scoring.
Yeah.
You've been just blowing people out of the
But
water.
you've been there too. I lost to this fool once. I think I lost to Rob once, and I lost to my dad. He beat me by like fucking 60, 70 points. So like I put up like 180.
Well, I definitely like my roster. I lack the running back a little bit, but
I think that's everybody.
Yeah.
it's thin. It's
It
thin.
is. I drafted Connor thinking, all right, he's gonna kill it again, and he's been battling injuries. Henry's been good for me. Mike Thomas was my best pick besides fucking Lamar Jackson. How I got that fool at the second to the last pick. I picked him my second last pick, and then I picked Demarius Thomas after. My dad's they dropped him. I was like, did they? But fuck it.
Yeah, and see, my best pick
That
has been Russell
He's
Wilson.
one of the first picks next year.
Lamar Jackson, fuck yeah, dude.
Easily.
Is he though? Okay.
Well, one of the first quarterbacks. I usually don't take a quarterback
To like
until the
fourth,
fifth
round.
round.
Yeah.
You know, 2 receivers, 2 running backs are my first 4 priorities whenever
Yeah,
I draft. But
that's me
if
too.
the running backs, receivers ain't looking all that hot in the 4th round or so, I'll take a quarterback if it's somebody like Lamar Jackson or Pat Mahomes.
Maybe, because maybe there's a tight end sitting there. Like if there's a Kelsey, there's a Kittle.
Yeah.
You know, when Rob was there was a Rob. Like there's that potential
Hunter
too.
Henry's came back strong, man, from
He
his injury.
has, man. He really has.
In the league that I'm in that I suck, that fucking it's Manny's league, and I play Robin that week or in that league this week too, so I play him twice this week. Fucking, but I ended up
Like a
Melvin
man.
Gordon. Yeah, I should.
That was
Fucking,
my story of the year.
yeah. I ended up picking up Melvin Gordon and fucking Hunter Henry out of free agencies because dumbass people fucking drop them.
See, okay. On that note, people are. Okay.
You hold on to those motherfuckers. Whenever you
okay.
tried to trade me Breeze for Landry, I was like, fuck no, I'll try to trade you Gordon for Breeze because they're supposed to miss about the same amount of time.
Yeah, but
You know?
I was like, no, I need
I
Gordon.
know.
Because right now on my league, I'm riding Gordon and I'm riding Russell Wilson for the most part.
Russell Wilson's been
Those
pretty hot
two
this year,
people
man.
are like my workhorses.
Yeah.
I think I have. Do I have Julio? Because you have Cooper in my league, huh? So that means I have Julio in my league, and Matt Ryan and them have been playing good.
Yeah,
And
they have.
As of late,
Since Ryan
Yeah.
came back from his injury.
Right, and
was
so
just
now
kinda,
it's just Now it's just like I gotta hit the pavement running. Like this is the moment when you just gotta hit it. And I got 2 good matchups gonna test my potential. Except I think Melvin Gordon's out this week.
Yeah, they got the bye this week.
It's pretty tough not having that guy. But I'm okay. I think I still have David Montgomery in that league, and they're playing the Giants. So I'm hoping
that's a pretty good matchup.
Yeah, like I'm all about
the
matchups.
Bears offensive line. Me too. Fuck yeah, I play matchups half the time.
Yeah.
That's why I got Breeze and fucking Jackson. I play the matchups, but probably 90% of the time Jackson's gonna win that matchup no matter who he plays.
No, not right now.
Matchups is.
I played him this week against fucking the Rams.
Well, I played
Jackson.
Oh yeah, easily.
I played the Steelers against the Rams defense,
Who's your other quarterback?
and that benefited me.
Breeze.
Who they play?
They play
I'm not sure, but last week
Carolina.
yeah,
I'd play probably
Jackson.
I would ride Jackson.
I'm going to most likely because
But
even
they have
last
Ramsey,
week.
that's a tough fucking.
The Rams now.
Yeah, but that
Fucking-
he doesn't throw like that really. Like he runs a lot and he
runs.
does throw, but it's not. He throws to their tight ends.
That's why I got Mark Andrews.
Yeah, Mark
too,
Andrews
man.
has
Mark
been
Andrews
killing
been
it.
good for
Oh,
me.
so on that note,
So you don't think Ramsey could guard Mark Andrews?
he's
No,
not
with
coming
the
down.
linebackers.
Yeah, they're not going to come down. They might throw the safety over him.
Hey, he's done it before. He's got Gronk.
I don't
guarded
think so.
Gronk
I think
before,
he's
so-
going to be out there against probably Hollywood.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't even worry about him. He's
Who,
off.
Jalen?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll probably be against Hollywood.
But even then, like, and this is the thing, they were talking about this. Last year, Lamar took the league by storm, too. I know it wasn't as heavy as it is now, but it wasn't as heavy as it is this year. And the difference was, like you said, he didn't start last year. But the Chargers ended up finding a scheme. They played him late in the season, and I think they lost or they won. I think they lost. And that's what prevented them getting the number 1 seed from the Chiefs. But then they played him in the playoffs, and they fucking shut his ass down. And so there's a blueprint for Lamar.
The blueprint for everybody.
Exactly.
But he also didn't have Mark Ingram running that good.
You can't say that's the reason.
That's true,
It's a good
but,
fucking reason, 'cause that
Collins and Allen or whatever his name was last year as the
Wasn't
fucking
bad.
back, they did good.
Yeah.
Both of them. They were fantasy backs to have
But
last
he
year.
also didn't have a receiver like Hollywood.
I don't feel like he's
I
like
feel
the
like
best
Hollywood's
either.
killed it all year.
Did
Like,
he
he's
have
had his good
Crabtree
games
last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he have Mark Andrews?
No, he's a rookie this year.
he was a rookie last year.
It's a good safety
Yeah,
play.
he was a second year player this
It's a
year.
good safety play.
I read up on him before the drafts.
I knew about him too.
Yeah.
I just don't remember the years, but
I got him in 2 of my leagues.
I got him in my other league. Oh, and on that note, some dumb. Well, I can't call him a dumbass. He needed a tight end against me. He dropped. No, it wasn't Rob. It was Mike. He's in our league.
Yeah, Mike.
He dropped Kittle for Doyle or whatever.
Jack Doyle.
No.
Who-
What's the other guys from the 49ers?
That big ass fool.
He's the other tight end. It starts with the D.
I can't remember his name. He's a big ass motherfucker. though.
But anyways, he dropped him for him. So I went into the waivers the next week, and I was like, I'm not gonna get him. I'm like 4th on the top or whatever. I was like, I ain't gonna get him.
I didn't even
I
see
ended
this
up fucking getting him.
motherfucker.
I ended up getting him. So now I have Mark Andrews and Kittle. And I'm starting both of them because I'm probably gonna sit Amari Cooper.
I was gonna say that's 2 tight ends that you would start in the league that I suck. I've got Ingram and Ingram and Hunter Henry now, and I've started both of them a couple times. Not the good weeks that I should have, but
from
those 2 types of tight ends, they
Yeah,
put up
like
big
they're
numbers.
wideouts pretty much.
Basically.
But yeah, Lamar. I like the Ravens.
They have a lot of options.
I like them this year.
I
feel
it's
like the
hard for
defense-
me to convince myself to think that the Patriots aren't going all the way.
It's the fucking Patriots, bro.
How long have they had Earl Thomas on their defense?
Than just
This
this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's not even. I don't care who they have.
And then they got Marcus Peters now.
They
I
got a
don't
lot
give a
of.
fuck.
They got a lot of fucking.
I just don't give a fuck. Like,
nice.
this is the problem.
They're nice.
You got Belichick, you got Tom Brady, and I don't care how they could be 60, and if they're winning at 60, I'm still taking them.
Aren't they both 60 right now?
Like, they might as well be.
Damn
Jim
near.
Harbaugh Lamar Jackson. Or John Harbaugh, Lamar Jackson, same shit. Better defense.
I'll say this. I give John Harbaugh and the Ravens mad props by saying, this isn't your typical fucking quarterback. I'm taking a chance and I'm running with it. And now they're successful. Cardinals. They had Josh Rosen. They took him early. And, Josh Rosen.
Yeah, man.
And he was trash?
Oh, yeah. Fuck no. He was trash. Miami should have never traded for him.
But that's what I'm saying.
Second round pick for that motherfucker.
There were so many players y'all should have traded
in their fucking playing.
But that's what I'm saying. Is they took a chance and it's worked out for them so far. I'm not gonna say he's all sick as fuck.
Kyler Murray's done good though.
Exactly.
He has done good.
Like look
you gotta give him props.
Look at Seattle. They had just signed Matt Flynn from Green Bay to a big contract. Drafted Russell Wilson. Before the season even started, said, fuck this fool. Russell Wilson.
Facts.
Been Super Bowl, 2 of them, 1 win. I mean, you can't
one
beat
of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. And he's undersized. He's only 5'10".
It's all about taking risk because you could be the conservative type and you might get by.
Should the Saints do that right now?
I think they should leave Drew Brees.
You want Drew Brees over Bridgewater?
No,
I think they should leave for the rest of the year, but let Bridgewater take over soon.
Yeah, I think
no,
so.
I think if you do that, you're going to have an early exit. If you stick with Brees the rest of the year, you're going to be out in the whatever round you start off with. You're going to be out that round.
Brees is still doing good, even with his broken ass thumb.
He's not. He doesn't look the same, man.
Well, he's got a fucking thumb brace.
I'm sorry. I just think they looked more fluent with Bridgewater in. It looked better.
Yeah. It was like a mini Lamar Jackson kind of. They have too many options. He's fast as fuck, and he got a cannon of arm.
I've always liked Bridgewater, dude. I fucking hated that he got hurt the way that he did for so long, man.
But I think they should move on from Brees. I think the Chargers should move on from Rivers, trade him to like Carolina or whatever, potentially trade
Cincy, right?
Wherever he goes. If that's the case, get maybe some gathered picks to trade for a higher pick in the draft and go for Tua. Take a chance. Take a fucking chance and go get him.
Tua just got broken hip.
It don't matter. I'm telling you, risk. Risk. You have to risk. Think about putting Tua in that offense. You got Hunter Henry. You got Melvin Gordon. You potentially still have Eckler. You have Keenan Allen. You have Mike Williams. That's a lot of fucking power. But then you get Tua and you give him to Cincinnati. What is he doing over there?
That's not a bad team either, though.
No, that's horrible.
Cincinnati's got a horrible line, and I think that's where the whole fucking team is fucked up, is the offensive line. You ain't got offensive line, you ain't got a run game, you ain't got a pass game.
None of them have. Not even
that's what I'm saying. Even AJ Green hasn't lived up to his potential. That's what I'm saying. I hate seeing a good guy go to a shitty team.
You really trust the Red Rocket?
What are you talking about?
What's
what they call him?
Red Rifle.
That's what they call him.
Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle.
Like,
no, I don't. He's done.
Okay,
I don't trust him.
You can't really be like AJ.
He was all butthurt that they didn't trade him before they benched him too. Did you read that?
Do you think Mason Rudolph's the future of the Steelers?
No.
I think they should put up the other guy.
I think Mason Rudolph deserved getting hit with the helmet for running out.
Well, I heard that he said some racial slurs.
That's what Papa was saying earlier. He's all, you don't know what was said. He's all, whenever the other Brown knocked down Rudolph after Pouncey started fucking hitting Garrett, he's all, they're just showing the replay and you can just see him mouthing bitch.
Yeah, you seen Rudolph call him a bitch. And I get, like, yeah, okay, you're in the middle of some fucking
confrontation.
Yeah, like, I don't. But if you say anything else, like, yeah, I say nigga, but I'm not in a fight. But if I probably say that and I'm fighting probably a black person, that should
be meant to piss them off and hurt
Exactly. I'm not probably saying it to be like, oh yeah, you're my homie at that point. At that point, I'm crossing lines.
Yeah.
Then you don't know what was said.
No.
And even then, I'm not here to condone what happened. By no means should that ever happen.
That was pretty badass.
But, I mean, sometimes things...
As a fan, I'd love to see it.
I'm not saying Garrett was right, but at the same time, whenever he ripped off his helmet and like he got pushed back or whatever, he had no intention. It didn't look like to hit him with the helmet, and fucking Rudolph ran up on him.
No, I think he did. He just was lucky enough to hit him.
Oh no!
You don't swing something and not want to hit somebody.
I mean, he was getting pushed back. Like he pulled off the helmet, and he was like, "You pull my fucking helmet, I'll pull yours off." and he was like getting pushed back by Pouncey and fucking DeCastro or whatever. And then Rudolph comes up like he's some badass motherfucker. He's like, nigga, boom! Like, you know what I mean? It's like, don't run up to him.
Dog, the funniest being when they had the doll and the doll's head smashed.
Yo,
Fuck
I wish you would have hit it with the other side of the helmet, not the like the. I wish you would have hit it with the other one.
Well, shit, man. They said that he barely nicked him, and that he's lucky that he did because they could have charged him with assault with a deadly weapon. Those helmets are like 7 pounds.
I don't know. That shit was fucking wild, though.
Because who was the quarterback?
Crazy.
There's not another quarterback on that roster.
No, they have another guy. I forget his name, but I think he's better. No, he's like better. He played whenever Rudolph got hurt. Remember Rudolph got a concussion when he got hit, like standing up straight, and he like got knocked out.
Yeah, knocked out cold. And
yeah. So then
they loves to get knocked out. Huh?
Apparently, shit.
Nah, I don't know. I don't condone the violence like that. I love the game for the violence, but not that violence. If I want to watch something like that, I'm gonna watch MMA. I'm gonna watch boxing. Like I'm gonna watch shit like that.
That's gonna remind you of dogs of WWE, like real WWE shit.
Yeah. I mean, it was entertaining, but again, 8 seconds, game's over. No reason. You gotta have some type of composure.
You lose your best defensive player in the act.
Yeah, you know,
with the potential of making a playoff run.
You know what? No one's talking about. The Steelers had one play. All they had to do was waste 8 seconds. They nailed it and thought the game was over with like 3 seconds left.
No, and I'll say that too. They were down 14. Why are you throwing the ball? Game's over. Just take your loss. They shouldn't have even ran that play.
Bro. Yeah, that's like some you're winning by 50, you steal the ball and you dunk it. It's like you're gonna get your ass beat for that shit.
Yeah, and so I'm not mad. I
condone Garrett for sacking the fuck out of Rudolph.
But see, I felt like there was something leading up to that because that sack wasn't a regular sack. If you watch the video, he hits him, the ball's already gone, then he like drives him down. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, what was that for? That was excessive.
He had to say something on that.
Something was done, I think, prior.
Rudolph replied back with some bullshit.
And then Garrett's never been in trouble for that type of shit in college or in the pros.
He punched what's his name from the Titans earlier in the year.
Oh, fuck it, yeah.
I didn't remember seeing that shit.
He got fined. I think it was like $25,000, he said.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like this guy just been clean.
Not his first time, but only a second.
Okay, I'm just saying.
You think it was like he should have got a whole year, the rest of the year, 4 or 5 games. What is it, 5, 6 games?
He's indefinite, so he's done.
Yeah,
but I think he just had a hearing this week.
It got denied.
It got denied.
He appealed it. It got denied, and they reduced Marquise Pouncey's by 1 game. He went from 3 games suspension to 2 games.
Which I'm cool with. I'm cool with all that.
I think that's somewhat bullshit too. I mean, if you're gonna deny his appeal, why reduce?
Well, Pouncey did go pretty happy.
He's all
kicking him and shit,
kicking him on the fucking ground.
I don't think because if it was Dak, I hope Collins and all them do the same shit because
that's true. But again,
it's your quarterback.
I'm sorry. And it doesn't matter. I know shit gets heated in the moment. But as professionals, you're held to a higher standard.
That's true.
I don't care where you're from, what you think you are, you're not. I'm sorry. You want to work in that industry, you have to hold yourself to a higher standard.
That's true.
It's the way it goes.
But at the same time, even professionals lose their tempers. And no matter what kind of career it is, no matter what kind of profession.
But then you can't be mad at the repercussions of your actions.
No, and even Garrett said that he regretted that shit, and even Rudolph or whatever, he's like, it was a Bush League move, he's a coward and everything, and then he came back and said something like apologizing basically that he shouldn't have gone at him the way that he did.
Exactly.
It was just a human response, bro.
And that's fine. And so for what the punishment is I feel like it's fair.
As long as it isn't,
it's 1 season.
I feel like
I think I saw Rudolph got fined, but I feel like he should have got suspended too.
Yeah.
It didn't look like his hand was stuck in the helmet. He had the face mask in the back of the helmet.
He was probably
fucking
gouging
pulling
an eye
on that shit.
You don't know,
that's why I just think it was fair. What's done is done. Let it go. Honestly,
as long as it isn't prolonged to next season.
No, I don't think it will.
No.
If the Browns, I know this sucks, but it's a money-driven league.
Oh yeah.
If the Browns were in a better situation, if they weren't like 4-6 or whatever they were at the time, like if they were like 6-4, if they're were opposite and they're really in contention, then I think that appeal gets swapped.
That's how Mason did get a suspension.
Because the Ravens already got it, basically.
Yeah.
And it's between them two looking for second and a wild card.
And
But
even
there's
then,
already
you
too
got
many good
Buffalo
teams.
and you got the Raiders, you
Yeah.
got the Colts, you got too many teams ahead of the
Colts
Browns.
was lost.
Yeah, but they still have a better record.
Yeah, they ain't got Marlon Mack no more, though.
Buffalo's
7-3.
It's iffy.
They're still 7-3.
And
I
it's
guess
good
you're right.
defense, I think, man.
And Oakland could still win the division, and the Chiefs could be a wild card.
Oakland,
That's true.
maybe I guess. Fuck.
You got too many teams.
Do you think? I seen the stat today. There's only been one other running back this year that's ran 100 yards on the Jets. You think what's going to be the next 100-yard rusher on them? What's the Oakland's running back?
Josh
Jacoby.
Jacobs.
Oh yeah, Josh Jacobs.
That fool's look pretty good this year,
You think
man.
he's
No, I think.
I don't think so.
Carr
Did
goes
y'all,
off.
did y'all know they're the number one rushing defense?
Yeah.
The Jets.
The Jets. That's why I have them.
I'm not
That's right.
surprised.
I picked them up because their matchups. They played Miami twice. Sorry. Fuck,
Hey, at least y'all won.
Yeah, right.
Hey, y'all won.
Hey, at least y'all
That's why I
won.
said it's like
Shut those
the Jets
shits.
beat the Cowboys. The Dolphins beat the Jets, so the Dolphins are better than the Cowboys.
Nah,
Just
nah,
like-
I get it.
But fucking, they play
That's
like
just
Washington. Like they had
ridiculous.
some shitty matchups. The only thing that sucks is in fantasy playoff time they play some tough teams.
Who's that?
The Jets,
Yeah, I wouldn't roll with them. I'm rolling with Oakland and
Baltimore.
no. I picked
You
up
picked
Baltimore
up
in that
Baltimore.
league, and the Steelers, and then I have Steelers and Buffalo. I think in my other
Buffalo.
league.
See, and in your league I got the Jets and Buffalo, and then my brother-in-law's league I got fucking the Jets and Minnesota.
Well, it's so hard. Okay, I've
I got some
never.
good defense.
I've never
I got
been.
New England and San Fran.
Those are like the two best.
I got the two
Okay,
best
so-
defense.
But the two teams that haven't really played nobody.
Well,
I'll
that's
take
what
it.
the better.
I'll
matchups
take
are.
it.
But that's what I'm
Right.
saying is I've never been a believer of having two.
Me either.
Two things,
Ever.
but-
Two defenses or two kickers. I
No,
never
never
played
two
like
kickers.
This
that.
league, you can't
I
drop
never
nobody
played like
because them
that.
motherfuckers get picked
Well,
up.
is that
That's why I kept Justin Tucker. I was like, well, I'll drop somebody else. Keep Justin Tucker. Even Cody was like, I was waiting for you to drop Justin Tucker on his bye week so I could sweep him. I'm all, fuck that.
Well,
man.
see,
That's
I'm
my dude right
playing
there. Justin
Turkey.
Tucker's sick.
And I have Buck there or whatever from the Chiefs, and I'm like, well, I have a potential to win without a kicker, so I'm almost tempted to not drop him
See, and-
because I don't want to lose. And the week before, I didn't want to drop anybody I had, so then I was like, I'm just gonna wait and wait and wait and wait, and I waited till Monday night, and I picked up that Hollister dude.
Yeah,
And I
that
ended-
tight end.
Yeah, and I was like, I ended up being good because he got like 20, and then he scored. He was on a bye actually, so now
Yeah,
I got
this week's on bye. And then
Oh.
you got somebody else that ain't
Kittle.
playing. Kittle.
Mhm.
Or, well, he's playing this week, ain't he?
I'll
Yeah.
tell you off camera from a
What?
secret I do, but I'll tell you off camera because I.
No,
Oh, fuck, I
okay.
don't-
So
I don't
the
tell you.
whole
Anyways,
reason I said about the defenses was because it's already you get 10 points, and if your defense
start
has
out.
anything decent, it can only get better.
Yeah.
And even if they don't do good, at the very least, you'll end up with like 2 or 3 points.
I don't expect double digits for my defense any week unless it's just a fucking matchup that they should.
Well, I
just
had-
school shit.
I have the Steelers versus Cincinnati this week. I expect double digits.
All right there. I expect double digits.
Like
Depending
last
on the
week, I
matchup.
had Oakland versus Cincinnati. I expected double digits. They got me 17.
Because it's
Oh.
Cincinnati.
Exactly. Just pick everybody. Anybody needs some fantasy advice? Pick whoever plays Cincinnati.
Cincinnati or Miami.
No, Miami's look good. Devontae Parker's look good.
Devontae Parker, I know you tried to get him and Geis for fucking Hyde and
Well, I did it.
somebody else, and I was like, well, Parker's gotten double digits all year.
He's
And
a
Geis, I'm ready to fucking roll.
Bro, no
he's the
way.
only
He's
receiver
a
they have
reception
now.
whore. Like he will get you 12 receptions.
He's a big play receiver and he gets receptions, but he's the only one they got. Everybody's fucking hurt on that team.
Yeah, nobody wants to make.
Bro, I found a loophole.
I know, and I always try to trade people, but everybody I want to trade, they don't want them, and then they offer me trades. I'm like, I don't want to trade them.
Yeah,
I found
You were
a
talking about
loophole
rolling
in
dice.
your
That's why I said I'm gonna roll the dice on Geis, man. I drafted him at the beginning of the year, thinking he's gonna do good. Got hurt
I thought
week
he was
one.
too.
I thought he was
I
too,
thought he was
and
too.
fuck, he got put on IR. I was like, all right, well, I'll drop him for now. Try to pick him back up whenever he comes back, and I ended up picking him back up, and he did decent his week back. Where he had like 12 points,
Fucking
you know.
Well, I told this guy because he was asking me for advice about who he should go for running back. He was like, should I get Carlos Hyde? I said, nah, bro. I said, don't get
I
Carlos
had him
Hyde.
for a little bit.
And he's like, well, what if I get Hines from Colts. I said,
No,
nah, bro,
no.
that other dude's
Jonathan
gonna probably.
Williams.
Yeah, I told you, huh?
Jonathan
I was like, that
Williams.
other dude's gonna do good, which he
He's
did
getting the
good.
carries. He's getting the carries. Hines
Yeah,
is the
20
change of pace
Did he
back.
have 20 points last night?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! So I told you that
Hines is the
one.
receiving back now, and fucking that Williams dude seems like he's taking over as the
The guy.
Well, I
guy.
forgot there was a game last night, and I took some pills. 'Cause I was tired as fucking dying, fucking cold and shit. So I took some pills, dog, and I woke up like at 11. I was like, "Fuck, it's Thursday." I didn't even check my roster.
You
My
started
dumbass.
DeAndre?
I started fucking Brissett
Oh,
in your
I
league.
seen
I
that,
was
bro.
pissed. I was like, if I knew he played Thursday, I'm playing Garoppolo, dog. Fuck it.
yeah.
I was pissed.
You're a dumbass.
I was
Shit.
fucking-
Yeah, because I need you to kind of win.
Hopkins finally did good again, man.
Against
in
Billy?
my brother-in-law's league,
Oh,
Hopkins
no.
has been
You
my
have to
biggest
win.
bust.
I know.
Yeah, that's
I
why
was
you're
pissed.
Yeah,
but
you're
when you
fucking-
said that, I was like,
No, I'm rooting
yeah,
for
I'm
you not
fucking-
to finish
I'll
last.
fucking do the fucking challenge.
I
Like,
think
no one knows the
that-
challenge.
it's
No one knows the
between
challenge.
him and Billy. Pretty
No,
much.
no.
Him,
Dick
Billy,
kicking, right?
and somebody else.
It was him, Billy, and Cody last week, but I think Cody won, so I think it went up a little bit on
If
him.
I win this week, it's.
But
I found a loophole in your league though,
what?
because I had Doyle, I think, as a tight end, and it said he was out. So I fucking tried to pick somebody else for the tight ends list. So I got him. So when I was like, it's like Doyle's playing. I was like, I'd rather play fucking Doyle than Everett. It's
Okay.
Gerald Everett.
So I tried to pick him back up, bro. It would not let you. It don't let you pick that player up for another like 8 hours. So if
Yeah.
you drop that player in the morning,
Yeah, that's-
somebody can't pick him up until
Yeah,
8
that's
hours.
how it works.
Yeah.
I was pissed. I didn't know that shit. I was mad as fuck.
No, that's
This
not.
past
It's
week?
not a loophole.
It was fucking.
It's the way it
Because
works.
past week you played Everett.
No, it was like a couple weeks ago.
No, the reason that is because like I think it was
I was pissed.
last week.
Because
or
you dropped
something.
somebody and I tried to pick him up that Sunday morning. It was like, you dropped him like Saturday or something. I was like, what the fuck?
No, and
my
I
pops
did-
was trying to do shit with Jamal Williams and fucking Evan Ingram because it was like they'll be available at 1 in the morning. He's like, I even set my alarm for 1 in the morning and everything, dude, to fucking pick him back up because they had to drop for a defense and a kicker. And fucking, he's all, and they were just on waiver. You know, they became available on waiver at 1 in the morning. He woke up at 1 in the morning to fucking try to.
No,
pick
that's
him back
how it
up.
works. It's so
I
you
was-
can't be doing that. Like you can't be just going in and out, in and out, in and out.
Because that's
Like-
usually how I play a defense or a kicker is I'll play them weekly if I don't get a good one.
So what if somebody did that? Like they fucking keep switching back and forth. There's no fucking tight ends you could pick up. Like you couldn't pick them up neither for
Well,
another 8 hours.
Yeah, but then you're just gonna. I mean, I guess you
That's
could, but
fucked
it's
up.
not.
That's some fucking
It's
shit.
not like.
I think a good tight end to pick up if you're in need of a tight end, he's available, which most weeks he is what's his name? Goddard. Joe Dirt or whatever. It looks like Joe Dirt, but Goddard for the Eagles. I picked that fool up
I
whenever
don't
my
know.
tight
I
end,
just
whenever
don't trust
Andrews
the
has to buy.
Eagles right now. Bro.
I don't trust him, but
And
he
they're
got me a
playing
touchdown
Seattle
and a
off
few
a bye.
receptions. He got
They're
me.
playing
He
Seattle?
got me double digits.
We better win this week.
Yeah, if we win this week and they lose to Seattle, but they do have to play in Philadelphia, but I think we got it.
I think Seattle will win. I think New England will win.
I like.
I'm just saying because
I'm not gonna say
Let's
like
say-
I'm not like.
I think Seattle will beat the Eagles by more than the Patriots will beat the fucking Cowboys.
The only reason-
Because even Tom Brady hasn't been his big number self.
Dude, he has nobody.
You know the only reason I think the
When
Cowboys
has
are gonna
Tom
win-
Brady ever had anybody?
But he's had like good people. Like last year, he at least had Chris Hogan. He had Julian
And where's Chris
Josh
Hogan
Gordon,
now?
and
Where's Chris
Gronk.
Hogan and Josh Gordon now? Gronk. Okay, yeah, Gronk.
Okay.
He's still got Edelman, but where's
But he has
where's-
nobody else.
Where's Hogan now? In Buffalo, nobody even hears about him.
Okay, but I'm just
Where's
saying.
Josh Gordon? Fucking nowhere.
Seattle.
Is he? Oh, well, but he's on waivers and shit. That fool's just gonna get suspended again and in trouble again and everything. that fool's bad, man.
No.
Like all that potential, all that fucking talent.
Hey, you don't have to convince me. I'm on the same
that,
wave.
that fool's fucking bad. He should have never left the Browns, but that nigga just.
He fucks up.
Yeah, dude.
He fucks
He's got
up.
so much potential, so much of this. He's fucking 6'3", so fast, got hands.
And he doesn't
Like, what
even
more can
play
you ask
that
for in a
often.
receiver?
And still
He's
not
like
good.
Antonio Brown, dumbass motherfucker. All the talent in the world and no job.
Okay, on that note, let's hop into that. What do you think? What's your opinion on the Colin Kaepernick shit?
I was kind of butthurt whenever I saw that Miami was one of the first teams to sign
Why
up to
were
go
you
watch his
butthurt?
shit. You know?
Why were you butthurt?
Because I'm not a big fan of Kaepernick. I guess
Why?
I don't know.
You just have no reason?
Not really. Not really.
I just
guess.
asked you.
Not really, I guess.
You don't like black people.
Oh, come I love Arabs.
No, what the fuck?
No, okay, so why?
No, I don't know. He's been out of the league too long. At the same time, yeah, they talk about how he's been working out and how he's been training harder than ever, everything like that. But he's been out of the league so long, like longer than these guys that sit out and hold out and everything like that.
Right.
I mean, Dolphin fan, I can't bitch and complain because when's the last time I had a fucking quarterback, right?
Okay.
But I don't know. I just feel like they could spend their money or their draft picks better elsewhere. They got like fucking 3 first round picks and 2 second round picks in the next 2 years.
Okay.
Find a quarterback then. Why waste even money or time on somebody that's been out of the league so year? He's already getting into the more veteran age.
He's still under 30.
Nah, he's like 30.
No, watch. Hey Siri, how old is Colin Kaepernick?
Too fucking old to be on the Dolphins.
Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, he's 32 years old.
Oh, 32.
Okay,
You know-
but
you know-
that even means more
But
so that
he's a
he would
runner.
sign a veteran minimum.
Well,
It's like $1 million.
Fitzpatrick.
I'm just saying,
That's a good pickup. It's
There's
nice.
teams-
He's done decent.
I'll
Fitzmagic.
name them. Cincinnati,
Yeah,
the Dolphins,
yeah,
the Chargers could possibly use a quarterback.
yeah.
I would say Carolina. You could say...
Yeah, Carolina. Cam Newton's gone.
Yeah, Kevin Newton's
Cam
done.
Newton's gone. But
Yeah,
that
Allen
Allen
is-
dude's
yeah,
looking
he's-
good this
he's
year.
really good.
They went undefeated
He's not
for like 4 or 5
franchise.
games.
He's not franchise material.
How do you know he's a rookie or 2 years in or whatever? It's his
Don't
first time
matter.
ever.
That's
playing.
like
Let him build. He's got McCaffrey.
Matt Castle could have been one.
Matt Castle was decent.
I would
man.
say
Yeah,
I'd
he's not
still say
bad.
Washington.
Okay.
I don't really like Dwayne Haskins so
he
far.
hasn't gotten
He's
a
too
chance.
big.
He's played like 5 games.
Did you
He's
see
barely
the
got his
video?
first
Did you
touchdown
see
the
the
other
video
day.
where to Geis?
Exactly, out of the backfield.
Fucking-
No offense, Philip Rivers, but who the fuck throws a jump ball at the goal line from a fucking guy in the backfield, you idiot?
And right to the defender.
Well, no,
A
you
linebacker.
don't throw a long pass to a guy out of the backfield in the red zone.
That the Chargers should have won that game. That was a fucking good ass game.
Okay,
though.
anyway, back to Colin.
Back to Colin.
I'm saying it seems like the NFL is on the NBA kind of thing, with like players standing out, players doing whatever the fuck they want. It's like a fucking Carmelo thing, bro. They're trying to give him a fucking bon voyage. Here you go. Here's your last say type thing.
But nobody had to sign Carmelo. And
No
nobody
one
has to sign Colin.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
It's like they're
but-
trying to like
I
give him a.
I don't see why
Watch.
not. Why not? What? Okay, for one, what does it hurt? It doesn't hurt nobody. It absolutely hurts not a single person.
Unless it hurts
if I'm Dallas and they said, "Hey, I'm gonna send you a video," oh, okay, do I have to watch it? No, I don't have to fucking watch it. But I'd probably have one of my scout guys say, "Hey, fucking watch this video. If you see something you like, fucking tell me. Get the fucking bullshit out of your mind. Don't tell me, oh, this is Colin Kaepernick, whatever. Forget his name, forget his past, and start from scratch. Watch the video. You see anything you think is potentially NFL
Worthy.
bound, then tell me that. That's what people in the NFL should be looking at. Does he have an arm? Is he still mobile? Is he
Does
looking in
have
shape?
good reactions, good reads.
Exactly.
2 teams I think that he would make a good backup on is fucking the Chiefs and the Seahawks. Because he's an ex-baseball player. He's very similar to Russell Wilson and Patrick Mahomes. If somebody goes down like Patrick Mahomes, Matt Moore steps in. I always like Matt Moore. He was Miami's backup for fucking so long.
Right.
But he has no type of same fucking play style as Patrick Mahomes.
No, they look like
But you got
garbage.
somebody like Kaepernick as your backup, then he can step in and you can still run the
That
same
makes sense,
scheme. You
'cause-
ain't got to fucking try to switch it up for a pocket quarterback from your quarterback that could scramble, they could do this, they could throw sidearm, they could fucking
Like,
throw no lookers behind the back, whatever the fuck, you know?
Like Baltimore, if Lamar Jackson gets hurt, they have a guy
They got
pretty similar.
RG3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have
Yeah,
RG3.
They got
much
RG3,
like
and
that. Well,
RG3,
that's
that's what I've
similar.
read too, is RG3 even has talked to Jackson about giving up whenever the play's over instead of fucking taking the punishment.
And that's
Because
good.
RG3 is one of the best players, or not one of the best players, but one of the players that knows what that's like to fucking take those hits and try
Exactly,
to make the extra
and that's
yards.
respect to a person that can.
A second round or a second overall pick to fucking sit there behind this kid and try to give him advice to make him better.
So if you ever
it was what, Liner?
I see that.
Or not Liner. He was with fucking Vince Young. What's his name?
RG3 and
Andrew Luck.
RG3 and
Andrew Luck.
Luck. Yeah, Luck.
Damn,
And
Luck's
poor
on
Luck,
the
man.
team.
I like Andrew Luck, man.
Me too. I thought he was
I
gonna
thought
be
he
the
was
fuck.
gonna be
I was
great,
gonna
too.
take Andrew Luck this year. That was my
Yeah.
guy.
Jacoby Brissett's my quarterback on one of my teams, but it's the
I
one that I
dropped his
didn't. I
ass.
didn't draft the team, and
dropped
they
him.
drafted
I
me
played
fucking
his ass.
Cam Newton. I played his ass.
No, I dropped him. I've been rolling with Derek
But,
Carr,
yeah.
Kyler Murray, and then I have Russell Wilson and Derek Carr.
I would play fucking Kyler Murray.
The
Probably
only
over Derek
team I
Carr for
really
most
see
times.
him shining is with Mike Evans. I like him with Mike Evans.
No,
Kaepernick.
Winston hasn't looked bad.
Winston's looked bad, but he's done enough to not look bad.
Yeah,
he throws it 40, 50 times a game.
It's like
and
Matt
gets
Ryan.
But
300
shit,
to
when you throw
400
it 30,
yards.
40, 50 times a game, that's a lot of times. They need
That
to
is-
give him a running back.
It's like
that's-
Give
Matt
him Zeke.
God,
give
a
us
running back,
Give
yes.
us fucking Godwin, and we're Gucci.
We have a Godwin.
Who?
Bob.
That's Slot.
Cobb, no, Cobb.
Godwin's a small guy, ain't he?
No, Godwin's
Yeah, fucking
the left.
Godwin's a speedster. Mike Evans is the big dude.
And then you got Godwin on the far end, and
We
then
have
I don't know,
Gallup.
they have like Humphreys
Gallup.
and shit
Yeah.
in the
I'm
middle.
thinking. We have Gallup.
Nah, fuck that.
Michael Gallup, he did good for me a little bit. I saw you picked him up after I dropped him, but
I dropped his ass too.
I
It's
got-
just
I
he's
should've
not.
played him
yeah.
last
I played him the week that I picked him up because of a bye, and he did good. And I was like, well, I need more of a running back. So I don't even remember who I picked up, but I dropped him.
I should've played him
But
last
I'm happy with Parker, man. Fucking Parker, Thomas, and DJ Chark. Me and Cody made that trade. Chark for Thielen. So far, I've won that trade because
That's
Thielen's
good.
been hurt for so
He
fucking
can't even come
long.
back on the field.
Who?
Thielen?
Why?
He can't.
It's just fucking always hurt now. He's
Oh,
fucking,
yeah.
Yeah, and
Get off
that's what
now.
it's been. And Cody's always like, I feel like I got the best team. This, and that. I'm like, I understand because I feel like I got the best fucking team too, plus the best record.
Yeah, I mean, when the proof's in the pudding, you can't say much. You're winning. All I gotta say is
But-
I am in second.
If we
But-
if we play the keeper league, I would keep Mike Thomas, bro.
Yeah, that's
Mike
easy.
Thomas has
If I
that.
was to keep a keeper league, I'd keep Melvin Gordon. I'd have to.
Damn, I already got a player I would keep, but I'll keep my.
You wouldn't have to though.
You
Say you
keep-
don't want to keep someone, then you would be moved up in the draft.
Oh,
So if you
I would keep Le'Veon Bell. I have.
You don't have to, though.
I have
He almost got traded.
That's what I'm saying is those people like in a keeper league, the people that keep players because not everybody's obligated, but they keep the players. They drop
So
in
you
the
just,
draft.
So you, since he, if like say he wins, he'll be the bottom. If he keeps
He'd be
my-
the bottom if he kept a player.
So he'll be 10.
He would be 10, and say I was second and I kept a player,
And I
I'd be
didn't
9.
keep one,
But you didn't keep one, and you had
Ah.
the worst record out of the people that didn't keep players. You'd be the number 1.
Okay, that makes
See what I'm
sense.
saying?
See, I didn't know how it all works. I've heard people talk about keeper leagues and everything like that, but that's just what I thought. I was like,
I want
I
a
would
keeper
keep it.
league, but I'm gonna say it now, Billy. You fucking suck. I'm
Yeah.
cutting you.
DQ,
Everybody else has
you
been-
gotta drop 2 people to get your defense and your kicker, bro. I'm glad that you fucking put in everybody else. Cause
I mean, in reality, he's not
like
bad.
6 players. No, fuck no,
He's
bad.
like right there in the
Like
mix
I
of
said,
things.
last week I needed him and Mike to lose and me to win to clinch the division, and he lost to you, but Mike won. But he's still right there in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is you can't
He ain't doing
fault
bad.
the boy that he
You-
doesn't know very much.
But it's
Because in my other league,
he's
he
got
went
a lot of
7 and
Minnesota
0.
players,
He
man,
went
and that's
7
what
and 0.
fucks him this week is he's got Kansas City and Minnesota players, and they got fucking
No, he
five.
did that in the other league too, and motherfucker playing me, and he had to drop his defensive kicker because he didn't want to drop Kirk Cousins and Pat Mahomes.
I dropped fucking Kirk Cousins in a heartbeat.
Motherfucker, I can
know,
never
man.
open this shit. It fucking last time I phone.
You need help.
No, no, fucking, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting because from 2 to like 6 or 7, it might even be lower than that, but I think 7 is it. It's like
Yeah, I'm
6
out of
and
it,
5
6.
to 5 and 6. Those are like the standings,
Well, in your league right now, I'm 8 and 3,
and then everybody else.
and then there's 5 people at 5 and 6.
Oh, is it 5?
5 people. It's you,
It's me, your dad,
my dad,
Perky, Cody,
No,
and
Cody's
Mike.
a game behind.
But that's what I'm
Mike
saying.
and Rob.
Oh yeah.
Me and Cody are 4
Yeah, you-
whatever.
No,
Four-
Cody's right in it. He's 5 and 6, and I'm
No.
6 and 5. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, 5
Because
and 6.
if I lose
He's 5
and
6.
he like wins, he could potentially move up a lot.
And that's what my dad was saying. He's like, oh, I gotta beat Cody and everything. And then today I was like, you finally had another good game.
You're 6 and 5. His dad's 6 and 5. Perky 6 and 5. Rob
And
Mike.
And then who's 5 and 6?
You and Cody.
Cody DQ.
See,
Oh.
7 people
I'm 4 and
a
7.
game apart with 2 weeks left.
Right.
That's a lot.
And still fucking 6 people able to. No, I don't know about able to type because I don't know who plays who in the last 2 weeks. I've only looked at who I play.
Well, your dad and I play.
You and my
I
dad's
play
playing.
Perky right now.
Yeah.
So those are 2 people that it's like
that's 3 teams right there, 5 or 6 and 5
that are
play
going to
each
be
other.
out.
So the only people that could get last place if Billy wins, beats me, it'd be me, Billy, and if DQ loses out or Cody loses out, those are like
So the potentially.
potential
potential last place.
Billy would have to win out.
Well,
That's
I know
how-
it's
that's
interesting,
how it
and
works.
that's how I like it.
That's what my dad likes about this year. That's what he was saying. He's like this. He's on it because
It is crazy how we got the
I'm in the
best
same
league.
That
league.
fucking league's hard.
Or I'm in the league with you and my dad, and then my brother-in-law's league. My dad's in there, and that one's completely different or whatever. Like it's like me and another dude. He's 1 game behind me, and I'm 9-2. And then my dad and one of my brother-in-laws are fucking tied for second. And then everybody else like way down there or whatever.
That's kind of
And then
how the
this
other league is.
This
too
league is
for
just
us,
like
too.
everybody's got potential except for the bottom 3 or 2
2
or
people,
whatever.
but
You know?
okay, so 2 people, and then you got 8 people.
Exactly.
And yeah,
With
you
4
have your
spots.
number 1 guy, but even then, you can't say like the guy that's in 7th, if he miraculously makes it to the playoff, couldn't potentially beat you. Like that's the beauty of it is those people are still in it to win it, not just to make the playoffs.
Last year, Perky, the comeback champs,
Exactly.
fucking started like a fucking.
I'm gonna be honest, I really want to
Horrible
beat him, and I
shit.
want him out.
I want you to be him
And
too.
then I want to beat you and
No.
get you the fuck out. And I want to be the champ of my league.
Well, that'll be tough because
I just saying,
I'll
I would.
meet you there.
I just saying, I don't know. It's fun. Like I said, I take it as this has been one of the funnest leagues.
It says, dude, it's been nothing but competition. People fucking compete in it.
Like the only person that didn't really compete is Billy.
It's Billy, and Billy has his.
Like Mike
excuses,
1
but-
week, he left Stafford in, I think, 1
Yeah,
week.
it was against me.
Yeah.
And it benefited me. Barely though, but I still like okay, he only had Jared Goff. And Jared Goff had only got like 4 points. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't have made a difference. And he had Kamara in. And Kamara went off, but he put him out. So I'm not gonna be
That
like
fool's got some running backs though. He's got
Yeah.
Coleman,
Carson.
Carson, and Carson.
and that's
I
what
even tried to trade him for Carson, but he never responded.
Me too. And that's what I'm saying when you were like, you got Fournette.
Right.
I know he told me I
Last,
had
I, tried to
Fournette.
trade, I told this fool I tried to trade Billy twice for fucking Fournette, and he never responded to shit.
Bro,
It was
I was
fucking
throwing
Fournette.
trades out to everybody.
I know.
And I was just like,
My dad told me you were trying to trade him. Cody told me you were trying to trade him. You were trying to trade me.
I was trying to get, I'm like, I gotta make
Nigga
some.
never said to trade me on that.
No, I did too.
It's 'cause
You were
I got-
denying my shit
But
too.
my dad almost wanted to try to trade you for New England's defense, I think. I forgot who he was going to try to trade you for, but somewhere that you were a little shallow in your depth, he was going to try to get New England's defense and somebody else. I can't remember
Probably
who.
just a running back. 'Cause
Probably.
more receivers.
Well, that's what I usually look at is what you need, and I try to give you something you need in return for something I need.
That's what I tried to do.
I don't say like, oh, you got a quarterback and I need a quarterback. I'm gonna give you my shitty quarterback for your good quarterback.
Yeah.
No, I'll give you like a running back or a receiver or tight end for your shit. I think that's always a fair deal.
That's what I tried to do.
I
Except for
tried.
they tried to trade McLendon for Breeze. That wasn't very fair.
But he was hurt, and he's still not done shit.
He got like 20 points.
One time in 6 games he's been back.
He's only been back for 2 games.
4 games he's been.
He's been back for 2 games.
Dog,
Anyways,
There was not many trades in that
last
league.
week. Last
No,
week I
there's
played
not.
Jackson against Houston instead of fucking Breeze against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay had the 32nd ranked pass defense, and I was like, ah man, that's so tempting. I'm like, but it's fucking Jackson. And Jackson outscored him. He had like 33 point something or whatever, which fucking Josh Allen had like 33.8. He outscored him by less than a point, but fucking Josh Allen killed it last week, dude.
that's what I'm
Against
saying.
Miami.
If Buffalo plays good on offense, they're a good team.
That was a
They
great
are
game.
because their defense is legit. Their offense is what's questionable.
Sketch.
But
Yeah.
that Devin Singletary, he don't look bad, man.
He don't look
He
bad,
don't look
so
bad.
I picked his ass up.
He don't look bad
Fuck.
at all.
So let's end on this note. I want to end on this note. We're gonna end on 2 notes. First is 2020 is around the corner. We're about a month out. We'll just say a month. Fuck it. You got anything you're working on? Anything you plan on doing? Any changes? Basically your New Year's resolution? What is something it don't even have to be big. It can be small. It can be whatever it is.
On income tax, I plan on trying to go to Albuquerque to take my sheet metal journeyman's for HVAC for my job.
Okay.
Try to get journeyman. Yeah, that's my plan. Try to get my journeyman, try to get a raise, and just try to make more money to not struggle so much, you know?
Yes,
Got
sir.
Too many damn kids and everything. It's hard, man. It's hard. So what can you do but better yourself to better your family?
No, I 100% agree. You got
Yeah.
my full support, brother.
Appreciate
Anything
it.
I can help with, by all means.
That's probably the main thing. Other than that,
Can I go with you now?
if you want to, shit, you gonna help pay for the hotel?
You don't have to pay for a hotel. We got people.
Oh,
I got homies. I got homies, dog.
let's go. We'll get fucked up the day before.
I
I'm
don't
still
know.
gonna take that test.
I don't know last time I went to Chris's Lord Albuquerque, I had to pay for a hotel. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never go out of town, so it's
Yeah.
different to me. I don't even know how to get to around Albuquerque.
It's
I
not
don't
hard.
even know
There's
how to
like-
drive on the freeway,
There's
bro.
like 5 roads. You take
I
5 roads.
never
you're good.
drove on a highway, so I don't know how to drive on a
A
highway.
freeway.
I don't know how to drive on a highway.
Freeway is more hectic than a highway.
That's what I said. I don't know how to drive on. I
freeway is
don't
where
know how
all
to
the
drive on the
traffic's at.
freeway. I've drove on the freeway in Las Cruces maybe like 2 or 3
that's
times.
not Albuquerque.
And
freeway.
exactly, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. It's like, how the
Albuquerque's
fuck am
is
I even
crazy.
gonna get around in Albuquerque?
Google. You got
Fuck no, Uber. No,
Oh, that's even better, but
That
that
probably
should get
is.
pricey.
Yeah,
Like
probably.
if you start Ubering everywhere,
No,
it's gonna.
I just need Uber to test. I'll walk anywhere else. Fuck.
Oh, okay, then you're Gucci. All right. So you mentioned kids. You got 3 of them.
Yes, sir.
Let's say, how old's your oldest?
He'll be 7 in less than a month.
So he watches YouTube, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
They all watch
He's not
YouTube.
gonna watch this because I already put it as it's not for kids.
I'll show it
Okay.
to him.
No, don't.
No,
show
just
it.
fine.
But if, like, let's say in 11 years he's 18 years old, he's
Yeah.
free to do as he pleases for the most part, and as well as the little ones, they stumble upon the Beard Bros because we're fucking popping at that time. We're just the baddest motherfuckers out.
Popping right now. Fuck it.
Yeah. What
Like and
is-
subscribe. Put the notification.
Hey,
in.
there we
Bro,
go.
baby.
There you go. Give them some advice that you want them to have, whether it's individually or all as one. Give them some advice that you want them to have moving forward as their dad. Speaking to the camera because you're talking
Speak
to
to
them.
the camera.
They're listening. They're hearing you.
Don't be like me. At least not yet. You know, just do the best you can. Make the best of yourself. Don't slack. And don't take no for an answer.
Heck yeah. Listen to your dad. Trust me, by the time you probably watch this, he's been through some stuff.
Too much
So,
shit. I love y'all guys.
There you go.
Remember, don't take no for an answer. You want a beer? Come to me.
Say no to this, but anytime you see this one.
Hey man, wait till he's 12.
Anyways, we hope you fucking enjoyed today. I know we talked about a lot of shit. You love a lot of shit. I think Thanksgiving's coming up. You
Next
guys
week.
have a super awesome Thanksgiving. Eat as much as you want. I don't give a fuck. Hey, send some snaps, send some pics, share it with us.
Send some
We will
tears.
like, we will share. You guys have a blessed holiday. Please like, please subscribe. And again, if you don't want to miss our videos when they do come out, even though it is strictly Mondays and Fridays, press that little bell for notifications. Other than that, you guys enjoy yourself. Till next time, Beard Bros out. Peace.
Peace.